What is going on, everyone? Welcome back for another video. Today is going to be a little different. To be honest with you, I've been wanting to make this video for the past month. I don't really know how I'm going to do this, but we need this video to make the next video that will come out next week after you see this to make sense. All right, where to start? Well, to start, the purpose of this video is to give you an intro into the life of a musician and my band, Rail, pretty much. So, point of this video is going to be like, what is Rail? We're classic rock cover band, pretty much, with some originals. Where we started, where we came from, what we've done, what we've accomplished, and where we are at today. So, I guess growing up, starting from the very beginning, growing up, I've always loved music. My brother has always loved music. I grew up taking guitar lessons. He grew up taking drum lessons. I always wanted to be a singer, so those things just kind of mixed. My dad was a musician in, pretty much classic rock cover band when he was in high school. Michael and I, my brother, were kind of destined to do the same thing. So going back to the very beginning, 2008, which is what, 13, 14 years ago at this point. 2008, I was 15 years old. My brother was about 13. And along comes this kid named Jason, who was in my brother's grade. They both, were pretty much friends. Jason played guitar, my brother played drums. Long story short, they said, hey, let's get together and play. So it was just the two of them. Now, me being 2 years older, somewhat can sing, at the age of 15. They asked me, we want to start a band. Do you want to be our singer? They will still say this to this day. I said, I'm not playing with a bunch of little kids, because when you're 15, you don't want to play with 13-year-olds, right? So that's what I told them. But I ended up playing with them. So for a little while, it was the three of us. Me still learning rhythm guitar, Jason pretty much being the lead guitar player, my brother being the drummer. We started off pretty much as a trio, but we wanted a bass player, we wanted a keyboard player, two other guys who they went to school with, both Nicks actually. So at one point there was 3 Nicks in the band, myself, Nick on bass, and Nick on keyboards. So from 2008, where we started, it all started with 5 members. So right here, this will be some very first pictures of the band. So that was me at 15 years old, and the boys pretty much all at 13 years old. So it was the 5 of us pretty much for the first year. Now, once we started practicing, getting like our feel together, we pretty much practiced in our basement and one of the Nick's parents' basement for a full year, learning just all cover songs. We really liked Kiss back then. We still like Kiss, but we learned a lot of Kiss classic songs. I don't know why. But by May of 2009, we were ready to play our first show. Funny enough, it was the boys' middle school field day, they called it. So it was the end of the school year. Everybody would go to the baseball field, and we were the band playing. So that was our first gig. So here's some pictures of that. We played our first gig May 2009. Then we started getting some more gigs here and there. I have my notes because there's just a lot to go over. Played our first shows after that, played some local parties and little things here and there. And then in 2010, we started getting into bars. Now, I was probably 16, 17 by that point. And the boys were all 2 years younger than me. So whatever I was, they were 2 years younger. Now, the one Nick who on the bass, his parents were like, no, you're underage, you're not playing in bars. So he pretty much quit, which, to be fair, I mean, the four of us, like, we were getting ready to just say, hey, we're just gonna roll with the four of us, it's not working out. So then it was the four of us, myself, rhythm guitar, lead singer, the other Nick on keyboards and bass, backup vocals, Jason on lead guitar, backup vocals, and my brother on the drums. And that is what became known as the band, classic rock band Rail. Now, from that point on, 2010, we just kept rolling. We kept rolling, getting more gigs, bars, multiple bars, Battle of the Bands, private parties. We got in with these 2 or 3 biker gang crews that wanted us to play all their festivals and parties, Christmas parties every year. We got in with them. And for many years, it just rocked and rolled. So here's some of our early clips. Now, something that's pretty funny, I still talk about to this day. When we were playing bars in 2010, I was like 17 years old. The boys were 15. We would play 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I highly doubt they would ever allow that today, but back then they did. And we had a lot of people take advantage of us. You know, they'd say, oh yeah, we'll pay you $500 minimum, you know, and then you'd play 4 hours, bust your ass, and then at the end of the night they'd say, well, here's $300, this is all we can give you. You know, 300 split between 4 guys for working 4 hours plus. But, you know, we helped to build our roots, and we just kept rolling from there. Eventually we got to be big boys, you know, and wouldn't let anybody push us around anymore. But back then, you know, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, you take a lot of crap. So now by 2012 was like our big year. We were playing gigs, you know, every month, multiple weeks at a time. I was already like in my first year of college, but I was going to community college, so I was still home. All the boys were still in high school. 2012 was where we had a few big breaks. We started recording our first CD, album, whatever you want to call it. We got in at the biggest fair in Pennsylvania, the Bloomsburg Fair. If you're from Pennsylvania, I know you know what that is. We finally got there, got to play on the bandstand stage, so that was fun. 2012 was also the first year we got our first appearance on TV. It was like a local reporting, you know, TV show, but we had our little spot, and that was our first time on TV. So 2012 was a pretty magical year. By 2013, you know, we have we had done so much. Between the four of us, you know, we were like closer than anything else. We were writing our own original songs. We were learning new cover songs, always getting new different shows, going through just your teenage years together, the four of us growing up together. Been through so much, played so many gigs. We had to play over 100 gigs, you know, in our early to mid teenage years. 2013, that kind of slowly started to change. So 2013, by that point, we were still playing bars. We were playing some theater shows. We were playing bigger festivals throughout the year. I remember so many times being in like local places and be like, hey, those are the boys from Rail. It was just so cool. You felt like a little celebrity, like in your hometown. You know, people would recognize us and like, oh, you guys are awesome. So it was a great time. 2013, though, the boys are seniors in high school and they graduate. This is where we kind of made a pact. You know, we recorded our CD already. We sent it out to a bunch of record companies. Never heard anything back. So our pact between the four of us was, if we do not get a record deal or make anything big by the time they graduate high school, then we're just gonna do it as a side fun hobby thing, and everybody's gonna go off to school, college. And long story short, that's what happened. They I'm like the black sheep of the band. I mean, you know, I have a business and marketing degree, but all three boys are engineers. It's kind of funny. Jason and my brother Michael are both chemical engineers, and the other Nick is a civil engineer. So when you're going to college to be an engineer, that's where your priorities are. So yeah, 2013 was kind of a turning point. And then from that point on, the next 4 years, we stayed together. But I could remember in like 2014, you know, we were all thinking it was going to be the end. It's like, well, you know, we had a good run. I remember having these talks with the boys. You know, we had a good run, and maybe we should just give it up. But what ended up happening is over the next 4 years, you know, they would be home during the summer, so we would do shows then, or they would come home from Christmas. That's where we started doing like big Christmas theater shows. So that was fun, and that's kind of how we rolled for the college years, as you call it. All right, fast forward to 2017. 2017, the boys all graduate college. All three of them with engineering degrees. Pretty much all three have jobs before they graduate. Now, at this point, I'm living down in like the Philadelphia area, which is 2 hours from everybody else. Jason is an hour away in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Nick's out in Harrisburg. And then my brother's actually the only one who stayed home. So we're all living in, you know, 2 hour radius of everyone else. But these are our magical times because everybody's home now. Everybody has money. You know, let's upgrade all of our equipment because, you know, we were always broke. So everything we made growing up as teenagers, we put back into the band to buy new equipment. But now it's like we all actually have money. Let's really upgrade our system and like go full blown. And that's exactly what we did. And it was awesome. I mean, then it's like, all right, the boys are back in town. Let's start booking shows. And yeah, boys graduating in 2017, pretty much 2017 to 2020, it was like the boys are back in town. We're doing shows every month, pretty much doing the bars. You know, we kind of lost a little bit of our festival crowd, biker gang connections, but we're like, well, you know, everybody's 21 plus now. All of our friends are coming out to see us, and you know, the Thanksgiving bash, the Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve shows. Everybody, packed houses everywhere. And that's how we rolled for 3 years. Now, 2019. Something happened in 2019 that will change the face of rail forever. We played our first wedding. Funny enough, it was the same venue that I got married. We played our first wedding. We did the whole 9 yards. We played music during the cocktail hour. We DJ'd. I was the MC, and then our band played the whole wedding. We did the entire wedding. And that's when we hit a point. It's like, man, you know, going from bars only pay this much, you know, you play for 4 or 5 hours, you know, don't get paid that much. Or weddings pay this much, you know. And yeah, it's a whole day thing, but you're really only playing for like an hour and a half. You know, it's always fun. There's always a crowd. You get free food, free booze, all that. We realize, man, weddings are fun. And maybe, just maybe, we should start becoming a wedding band. And that's where we go next. Now, for this last and final part, I really need a drink for this. It is March 2020, and COVID-19 smacks everybody in the face. Yep. No more gigs, none of that. Everyone was kind of shocked, and this is, you know, a little bit hard for me to talk about when it comes to like myself and the band, but my wife and I made a decision to move to Texas, and that's what we did. The boys were all upset. Pretty much everyone we left up there, my parents, family, everyone was upset, but you know, it was something we felt that we wanted to do and was right for us, so that's what we did. That brings us to the last part of this video, which is today, what's going on now. So I live down here, you know, 3 hours away on a plane flight, and everyone else is back up in Pennsylvania. I guess I'll say, if you stayed to this part of the video, thank you very much, because I'm putting a lot into this, so thank you. But today, anyway, so at this point, you know, I want to continue to do shows when I'm home for Christmas or like in the summer. That has not happened yet. But where I'm going with this whole intro is to show you next week's video, which is a wedding that we played this year, July of 2021. And I want to show you, that video is like showing you rail today. This video is all like where we started, where we came from, where we are now, and then, you know, next video is like pretty much like I said, today. So anyway, I'm going to end it with this clip. This is a video I made years ago. Honestly, I mean, this is my song. I wrote this song that we recorded on our first album, actually only album at this point. But it's a song I recorded. YouTube's probably going to slap me with a copyright thing, which is the funniest thing to me. It's my friggin' song, you know. But yeah, this is a video I made years ago, like 2014, when we all thought we were gonna quit and be done. Obviously that didn't happen, but this is the clip. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy, and you know, maybe inspired somebody out there, or you just thought it was entertaining. But I wanted to give you guys a little background into my life, you know, where kind of I came from as a musician. But anyway, thank you all very much. If you liked the video, like button down below, leave a comment, and like I said, make sure you watch the next video, because that is the reason why I'm making this video. So thank you all again. Hope you enjoy the little music video clip I have here for you, and we'll see y'all soon. See you next week at the wedding show. So rock on, guys. Take care. It's a different day. Before I get to this ending clip, I forgot to make this part in the video to kind of tell you what actually happened. So if you just watch the past part, you see where I say, you know, we sent all of our CDs and demos out to all these record companies, never heard anything back, so the boys decided to go to school. What actually happened was, man, I was 21 years old, so it was like 2 years after we did this. I don't know, 2015, 2016, something like that. And I was in Vegas. I remember I was in Las Vegas for my 21st birthday, and I got a call. It was this record company. I got a call on my cell phone. It was Big Noise Records, located in Rhode Island. They're like, hey, we heard your demo. Wanted to see if you boys are interested in coming out to see us. Sadly, I had to tell them, like, oh man, we sent that out to you guys 2 years ago. Like, I'm already in my final year of college. The boys are like full blown in college. Everyone lives in different states. So I'm sorry, but it's a little too late. So that was one of those things. I don't have many regrets in life, but that was one of those things that's probably where the four of us are always gonna wonder, what if, you know, could have been nothing, it could have been something, what if. But anyway, just wanted to add this part in the clip, and here you go. Enjoy the Say My Name music video.
Every time she walks away from me, my heart's in pain and misery. I need her close by my side to get through each day and lonely night. Time and time again we come so close and then we end. This magic we have, who knows what could have been. Hey, I remember the first time I saw you, you looked so neat. And now this love has run away with me, it's been locked up, I throw away the key. If we spent one last hour every minute of the day, we might have something there that no one could ever blame. It might work out so perfect if we tried every single day. Love will last forever, just maybe. It would be great. Every time you turn around, I want you to say my name. Night after night I thought about you in my sleep. What life might be like if I chose this path that I would read. It might be one big mistake, or it might be our fate. I guess only time will tell where this love's gonna lead. If we spend one last hour every minute of the day, we might have something there that no one could ever blame. It might work out so perfect if we tried every single day. Love will last forever, just too good to ever work out. And yeah, we knew that it would never work out now, yeah. If we spend one last hour every minute of the day, we might have something there that no one could ever blame. It might work out so perfect if we tried every single day. Love would last forever, just maybe it would be great. Every time you turn around, I want you to say my name. I want you to say my name.